So, a few things we want to talk about. This trip is going to be primarily navigated by Pari. So I'm just going to let you guys know, I've been paddling a canoe for close to 40 years, and my paddling stroke and technique is perfect, and so is Pari's. Get in the canoe, paddle it, and you'll get there. Our journey to Nelly Lake begins in the town of Killarney. We take a short flight to scout our route by air before returning and being boat shuttled to the East Channel for the night. We then travel northbound over a number of small portages to Helen Lake, where we camp on the east side and take in an incredible sunset. On the third day, we battle our way along a 2-kilometer portage to Nelly Lake, the clearest lake in Killarney Provincial Park. We spend night 3 and 4 at the western site on the peninsula before making our way back to the North Channel for a night and being picked up by our shuttle on day 6. This will be Pari's longest backcountry trip. Oh man, look at that. Ooh, smoky day. Putter guys, this is the channel. I'm like, yeah? Sometimes it gets a little squirrely.
Oh. Jam wind.
The sunset back there is absolutely insane. We're facing west, so we don't get it, but you can imagine to create a sky like that. Holy moly. I don't think we can paddle this today, guys. This is Pari, she's very cold. So we have her all bundled up. He's ahead of schedule. Tom is here. I gotta load the canoe up.
We are on our journey to Nelly Lake, making our way to Killarney Provincial Park in what many describe to be the world's greatest car, a 2008 Honda Element. We will be boat shuttled to the East Channel and begin our 6-day backcountry canoe trip to Nelly Lake. This trip has been on my bucket list for over 20 years.
Woo, we have arrived. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at Killarney Mountain Lodge in Killarney. We're going on a 6-day canoe trip, but we're staying here the night before and the night after. I'm happy to announce that Killarney Mountain Lodge and Siluc 46 have collaborated together, and they'll be providing the room free of charge for the 2 nights. And in return, I'll be giving you a good review. What's that? It's not free? It's not free. Full price. It's very expensive, actually. The second thing I'd like to talk about, a friend of mine may be coming with an airplane, and we may be going for a little ride. We are in room 160, and I believe what's called the Pine Lodge rooms, which are actually very cute. We stayed in it last year as well, correct? Mm-hmm. And they look like this. And we're gonna find out which one we're in. Oh, this is great. Awesome little bathroom. So I have confirmed Lee is bringing the plane. We may be going for a plane ride. I'm not sure. We have to convince him somehow.
Is that the little octagon thing?
That's the octagon.
Doesn't
Swimming pool?
There's no smoke coming out of it, which means that the fire in there is not on.
It's not on yet, but it will be later on. We have to be back at 9 in the morning.
I will
Should we find out what time the kitchen closes?
Long may you run, long may you run, although these changes have come.
Yo, this guy is legit. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So we need to coordinate. We need to coordinate with Killarney Outfitters. We need to drive there right now, pick up some paddles because I don't have canoe paddles, get all of our safety equipment and organize a boat shuttle to the East Channel. They already know that I'm doing it. I just have to go and verify they're gonna meet me and where I meet them. And just like that, we have our safety gear and 2 paddles. Well, I have my own life jackets and so does Pari, but I don't have canoe paddles because I don't own a canoe. Let's get going. I just got word that we may be going for a morning flight with Lee. Don't forget to wear your mask. So this is a Skywagon 185.
Yeah.
This is Lee the pilot, by the way. Very famous ex-military
Fighter jet pilot.
fighter jet dogfight.
Dogfighting.
We're in Killarney and we're going up. How is it back there?
Yeah, you good? You feel comfortable?
tidbit of information. If you're going to be going into Killarney using the boat shuttle from Killarney Outfitters, you can park right here by the graveyard behind the church. Self-register $5 a day. You put it in here and then make your way across the street. Tom's gonna work some magic, hopefully.
It will be magic too when you got that freedom into it.
That is campsite 136. Yeah. And that's it. 6 days alone in the wilderness. Husband and wife survive. It's actually going to be one of the most luxurious trips you guys have ever seen me take. I actually noticed that everyone thinks that I do trips like only ultralight, crazy expedition style, but the reality is that I kind of do all kinds of trips. Canoeing, biking, kayaking. And this one in particular is like 6 days of amazing food, wine, beautiful setup, huge tent, padding. We got a lot of stuff. Just check out the gear strewn about. So we really like the site. It's on a beautiful little peninsula, but there's another site about a quarter kilometer away. We might just get in the canoe quickly and take a look. Maybe we'll just ask these guys for a ride. Yeah. This one has a picnic table. But we also have chairs. It's up to you. You want to hop out and take a look? It's a little swampy here. It's got a fire pit. It's got a picnic table. I don't know. I think I might like ours better. Also huge poo. We've decided.
If only they had those size mushrooms on alone. That would give them I don't know how many nutrients.
That's probably what we're gonna have to eat because we didn't get a fish.
I think you would rather eat your toe jam than eat that.
Sadly, guys, we have some bad news. We did not get a fish, so we're gonna be short one meal on our luxurious trip. But we have opted to go for the other campsite, the first campsite on the peninsula. Correct?
Correct.
There she is, making her way back to our campsite, which is right there. It's actually our gear, if you can see it. We left it there. How is it? Took a little bit of work, but we set the tent up. I don't have a freestanding tent, and don't tell me you need one. What you need is rocks and guy lines. Cloudburst 3, little palace for me and my wife. Pitch isn't looking so good right now because the 2 doors are open, but I got the Cloudburst 3 for trips where weight isn't as much of an issue. As you can see, Pari is only 5 feet tall and fits fine. How do you feel? Is it good?
Yeah. Well, I don't think I'm going to be able to use a sleeping bag tonight. It's going to be warm.
I know. Let's get some ventilation. While Pari does that, I'm going to set up some stuff. I'm going to get some wood as well. Gotta have a fire. Gotta have a fire, especially for a view like this. Come on.
You know which dog, or you don't remember?
I wish I knew, but I don't.
Perhaps the selection of salts was...
Oh yeah. This is good wood. Very good wood. Chopped to hell. Nice wood. This'll burn. Oh yeah, this'll burn.
The right or left?
On the left. And the sea-doo is going by. It's a bit windy. Tried to make a wind block here, but it's not looking good. Might have to move. Woo! It's starting. 7:45. Pari is getting the potato ready. A little bit windy. Fire's going. Oh, I built this wind block and it's not bad. It's working pretty good. The tent, it's not pitched the best, but it works. And the view guys. Actually, the wind is just picking up rapidly right now. Nearly out of control. It's gonna die down, guys. We cut a lot of wood.
I want you to know that I located this from the last camping trip.
So we put the potato in foil, and then we put it in the coals for roughly what, 1 hour?
About 1 hour.
1 hour? We're gonna
We don't really have coals yet, so
No, we just started. We gotta wait till it burns down.
not really doing it.
And we're gonna make some spaducci and some shishito peppers. And the spaducci is in our cooler with ice.
Because we don't have any fish.
I know. It's a no fish day. But
We learned a lesson.
for those of you that are gonna use Killarney Outfitters,
as a shuttle service like we did it last year and we used it this year as well, request Tom as your driver. Tom's that elderly gentleman. He's been living in Killarney, I think his entire life actually.
He's a native to Killarney.
Yeah, and the guy has stories. It's incredible to hear about like pre-Killarney, before the park was around and all that stuff. And he knows all these waters like the back of his hand. Like
He's
it's
so legit.
yeah, he really is. So let's get dinner started.
I can't seem to poke this. Can you poke it?
Ooh, it's hot. Ooh. Shishitos.
Do you have to push a button to open it?
Yeah, I'll open it for you if you want.
Yeah, but I should learn instead of you just opening it all the time.
Okay.
How would you?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is how you cook a spaducci, one at a time. Find a soft piece of wood and you stick it in there. We get the salt. We've got the lemon. Oh, nice technique.
Put it over the shishitos and I'll lemon you up.
Yeah, that's good. That's the one.
Okay.
Set up the small light. And we got the spaducci's cooking. Oh man.
Maldon's.
Alden's on a baked potato with a little bit of butter in front of a lovely fire. So we had a minor leak from the water bottle.
My water.
Here's a little water leaked in the tent. It's no big deal. Just put that on my chest. Guys, we're going to bed. There's no bears in the area. We are safe. We're in a giant 3-man tent for 2 people. We will see you in the morning. Look how big this tent is. This is the tarp tent cloudburst 3-person tent. Okay, today we're making our way to Helen Lake. So we have something like an 8-kilometer paddle. It's like gonna take us 2 hours probably or something. The adventure side of things is that I'm gonna actually make boiled eggs this morning. Oh, my back. It should be good. And we're gonna utilize our table and our chairs. Time check, 10 a.m. Tighten straps. We're gonna put these on the canoe in case we need to strap some stuff to it. Are you gonna have a secondary? Or are you up now? That really was your best sleep. Pari sometimes doesn't like hearing the noises in the night when we're out here. Because the reality is, you know what, it's actually true, in the woods, squirrels sound like bears and moose running through the woods.
So
And
does the wind.
And the wind. Very scary things you have to be careful of when you're camping in the woods.
And Steve's snore.
And my snoring.
Sounds like a bear growling.
Like a bear growling. Also wanted to show you guys what happens when you camp on a hill and your sleeping pad decides to start crawling up the side of the tent. So we gotta...
This is amazing. Nothing like a jet ski team coming through on your canoe trip, eh? Making our way out.
Portage may be necessary when water levels are low.
Oh, okay.
And
So
it's to the left of an island.
okay, so we stick to the left a little bit. We've got some rocks here. All right. Pari is the navigator. I think we're gonna go around that little bend over there. So this is the narrow channel, or the narrow canoe channel that brings you from the east towards the north channel. And it looks like if it was much lower, you might have some challenges getting through here. But I bet those guys in the Sea-Doos even went through here. The water is actually flowing the opposite direction from us. Totally. There's the loneliest little tree in the world. Poor guy. He lives alone on a small island. He has no friends. Steve's monologue for the day. I'm going to talk about a couple things here. This trip is going to be primarily navigated by Pari. We had a slight mistake, but that happens. I've actually done way worse. I've gone like kilometers past where we need to go. Second thing I wanted to talk about was something that happened on our trip last year, actually, to Killarney. We were coming into George Lake after, you know, doing Bayfin, Three Narrows, Killarney Lake. We did essentially the longest portage in Killarney and the toughest, the pig, let's call it. And some individual decided that when we got to the beach after 5 days, to provide us with some paddling stroke technique. Do you remember that? So I'm just going to let you guys know, I've been paddling a canoe for close to 40 years. I've never taken a lesson, and I always get where I want to go. And my paddling stroke and technique is perfect. And so is Pari's. Because we have fun, right? I can understand that some people take it more serious than others. We do not. Just keep it to yourself. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about other people's techniques. Get in the canoe, paddle it, and you'll get there. Anything else?
Nope.
That's it. 55-meter portage is coming up. Looking for the portage. It's just a liftover. It's a 55-meter liftover, so.
Yeah, so it's straight. It's got to be straight.
Okay, let's go. So we think this is the portage, but there's no sign. Someone's obviously come through here in the past. You want to hop out and take a look? I don't know. We think this is it, but we're just going to do a small investigation to make sure. Oh. It's a very marshy lake, but I think that's why it's called Lowland Lake, because it's low land, I guess. So the portage is actually so short that I'm going to do a double carry, which is something that I never ever do. But for something that's 2 minutes long, it just makes it easier. And then actually here's a little tip for you new to portaging etiquette. So the way it works is like this. If you're doing a double carry, right, you make sure that both ends of the portage are clear in your absence. So everything goes off to the side. You don't put it right here where everyone's landing your canoe. Second thing is that the one with the canoe on the head has the right of way. So if you've got like a backpack on, you're carrying something, and someone in front of you is coming towards you with the canoe, they have the right of way. Oh no, are you okay? Oh, she's trampling through. You okay? Yeah. Now, third rule of the portage is if two people are walking towards each other, both with canoes, the one with the heavier canoe has the right of way. If you got an ultralight canoe and you bought it for $5,000, no, it doesn't earn you the right of way. The guy with the all steel sheet metal canoe gets the right of way. I made that one up. I have no idea what happens then. I think it's just you fight. Whoever's tougher, I guess. Little helicopter. Wonder what that's for. Either somebody very rich going to their cottage or somebody in trouble. Bud, what's up? Why are you getting so mad? Nice move. Oh, it's been about a year since I had a canoe on my shoulders. Not looking forward to the 2.5 kilometer one I got coming up tomorrow. A little bit gnar as well. All right. Little bit boggy. Just came from there. I think we may have to do some work right now. So the issue now is that we have to find our way through this up to Lowland Lake. And I see things like this, makes me think it's the right way, but then we come to a dead end. So it says that we're about 300 meters away from wherever it is over here. We're gonna take a look. We did have a bit of a navigation issue. Feel like that's partly my fault for not really like taking a compass bearing at the end of the portage. So it looks like that you can get through just up here, but we kind of were in a little bit of a pickle. It's 3:30. I gotta have a big fire tonight, or else, you know, won't be snuggly. Pari's scouting the portage, making sure A, we're in the right spot, and B, seeing if we can maybe just go over that beaver dam. Hey?
You can't go that way. There's major logs.
Log jam?
Log jam.
So what are we doing? Is this...
Well, it's so short, and it's going to take us to another boggy route.
Really?
Yeah, there's a chipmunk.
I saw him. Does it look like Low Lake though?
Well, not really, but A, I don't know what Low Lake looks like, and it's all like this over there.
Okay.
But there's like this little
More bog.
area, and then Low Lake gets big.
Okay. So we're on the right track. Small,
I would say so.
small portage. Best way to portage. Water time? Come on, break. This is the most disorganized we've ever been on a trip, eh? Lowland Lake, ladies and gentlemen. I made a mistake. The one before it was not. It was just a bog. Nice moves. Way through? Maybe to the right a little bit, or do we have to get out? I think we might have to get out. So we're completely blocked in here. We're just gonna do a little lift over right here. Oh, we're not gonna make it. Oh, we're gonna make it. So we're actually doing a little bit of parallel parking here with the canoe. And if all works out, we will not have to portage.
Right that way, right?
Yep, and you to the right. You need to turn to the right and I turn to the left. So we're trying to get through here and we think we can do it. Part of the adventure. No portage for us. Suckers. Hug left hand side.
Left hand side.
Beauty.
And then there's like a 50-meter portage, and also site 138 is there.
Okay. We can stay there too if we want to.
And if we go over, it'll be site 140. Yeah.
You gotta love Killarney, eh? Just gorgeous. He's just right there above Pari's shoulder.
They can't get through all that boggy stuff, eh?
You mean the motorboats?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they can't portage them either.
Oh, right.
So this is
Oh, yeah, there's the site. There's
the campsite. Want to take a look at it? It's time to do the portage of death. It's actually not that bad.
This is Low Lake. We were considering staying on Low Lake, but we really want to stay on Helen Lake, so we're leaving.
So this is Helen Lake. And the only thing left to do is find a good campsite. There's 3 on the lake. There's 1 back there. That one's open, but we're gonna see if we can find something better. So it looks like somebody's like building something. Oh, you know what? It's probably a cottage or something. Probably someone owns this land. What does it say on the map? Yeah. Someone knows what's on the island in Helen Lake. Let us know. Maybe it's private land. Okay, so guys, the update, we saw the first campsite. This one here is now taken. The portage is to the right, to Nelly, and then the other campsite's over there, so we're gonna go take a look at that one. So my guess usually with portages, yeah, it's almost always the low area of the land.
Yeah, that's totally it. Yeah, because it's on the right side of the little runway too.
Okay. So then the campsite is probably straight ahead there.
Yeah.
Where that opening is.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I bet it's on the left there. I bet it's great.
Let's go look.
All right. Okay, and here's the campsite on the east side of Helen Lake. I'm gonna go take a quick look and assess it compared to the one on Low Lake. Let's go. So here's the campsite. We're just taking a look around to see where things are. Looks like over there is the big stuff. Man. I think this might be it. It's even got a couch. It's a little bit secluded. I think it might be a go. Snake scared me. I didn't even see him. Okay, buddy, I don't want any trouble. Woo!
Ideally, this is not the water we're going to use for our coffee. We're
Nope.
going to get it from the other side.
Yeah, that's the water section.
Okay, good. I'm going to get out. Is that good?
Yeah, I'm gonna. So we've made a decision. What number is this? H. Oh no.
This is on the east side of Helen Lake, and it is campsite 139.
139. It's actually pretty nice. I showed it to you already, but we're gonna set up. We're gonna fire started early today. Get in the tent, charcuterie, all the good stuff. Are you sure you want to get out without me bracing it?
I'll pull it up, no?
Priorities, priorities. Chairs, fire. Don't even have the tent up yet. That's how you do it. Just gonna go check out the sun. Maybe snap a photo for the thumbnail. Oh man. Helen Lake. Ooh. So guys, it's going to be hard for you to see, but a huge hawk has just landed in the tree. You should have seen him fly in. He's massive. Holy crap.
You see it?
Yeah. Holy moly. Oh, wow, look at the size of him. Oh man, look at that. I don't think it gets any better than that. Whoa, this is gonna be a blazer.
This is your birthday fire.
Birthday fire. Yeah, for those who didn't know, it's my birthday today. Happy birthday, Steve. Don't burn yourself. I'll fix it later.
The side is
Oh yeah, that's nice. What's wrong? Time to go pee? Or you're heating your bum up? Alright, so guys, we got this when we stayed at the Drake Hotel in, what was it?
Prince Edward County.
Prince Edward County. We were going to try and make some s'mores. The way this works, these are a little bit broken up, but I believe
You know what, actually I can't film this, but I'll show it to you after. Oh, that's hot. Well, I think it's as ready as it's gonna be.
Is it chocolate melted? I think that's it.
I think so.
Our version.
Yeah, let's have a shower after this. So, what time is it? It's 1 o'clock in the morning, even though we said we'd be in bed by
11.
11. Okay. So, we are right here on Helen Lake. This site is amazing, by the way. We should tell them.
Yeah.
It really is nice. It's got a good thing. Now then.
And this cottagers, it's just one little small cottage, and I feel like it's vacant all the time. No one's there right now.
It is a very small cottage. Very small cottage right beside it, and no one's there. Okay, so this portage tomorrow,
Which starts right here.
is 24 to 25 meters, so 2.5 kilometers. That's a long haul. Now then, there is an option, potentially, right, to go around here. What do these green dashes mean?
If water levels are high, you can paddle Faux Lake.
Yeah, that's Faux Lake. Does that mean we can paddle through here?
So we can see what the dots mean?
Yeah, so we don't know what these green dots mean, but we have the bigger map that's going to tell us. So we're going to look at that right now. We've printed it out so small that
No, that just says boundaries.
no human being can read it.
The different colors, something.
We need to find the dash line.
That's not the dash line. Canoe camping. Yeah? What is it?
I was doing
Sorry.
I was doing an end of day summary.
Sure.
So the reality is that we don't know if we need to portage the whole 2.5 kilometers or if we can take the side. You getting tired?
No. Oh my god, what is going on here?
So we don't know if we can portage the entire thing or if we can take the side stream or creek. But all we know is that tomorrow we will be at Nelly Lake, which is amazing. Today is an important day, and I'm going to go over the itinerary with you. We're going to Nelly. We're going to Nelly, but here's... We're going to Nelly, but here's the plan. One, we're going to cook all the bacon because it's going to go rotten. We're going to cook all the eggs because it's also going to go rotten. Then we're going to load up. We want to try and leave by 11. It's fundamentally impossible because it's 9:38. We're going to take a chance up the small creek so we can bypass about maybe a half kilometer of the portage. And then we're going to single carry the monster. Good?
Sounds good.
Absolutely beautiful day. Gorgeous. So you turn water into Gatorade, guys.
You don't want to do any scrambled at all?
No, I don't even care. Boiled is great. Our little children are gonna go in the boiling water. Ooh, smoky bacon. All right. Evian. Pari doesn't enjoy the lake water as much as us, so we suffer because of it. I drink like swamp water, and Pari drinks the Evian. That's hilarious. Oh, the portages. Okay, we're doing the 2.5 kilometer portage. We're not going up the little lake. I was looking at the map. It doesn't look like it's actually navigable, and there's a bunch of beaver dams, like liftovers. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to be getting in and out, I'd rather just go. Now, on a portage as long as the one coming up,
you're gonna want a single carry, because if you double carry, you actually have to do it 3 times. You have to bring once, then come back, get the second batch and go. So that would turn into a 7.5 kilometer day. We don't want that. So we're loading everything up for a single carry. And I'll show you how to do it when I get there. We have found the portage. Man with the canoe is there. I'm gonna try something new here, because I don't want to load Pari up so much. Her bag is already weighs 1,000,000 pounds for her. I'm gonna strap these there, and that way it won't be like hanging off her back while we walk through this. I'm gonna put the 2 coolers on my bag and then lift the canoe. And the cooler? Well, we'll see. Pari thinks she can take it. You also have to take the paddles. Oh. And we go. That's easy. Time check, 1:30.
2.5 kilometers? Yeah. This could be bad.
All right, about 10 minutes in, already feeling the pain. The portage actually is a little bit rougher than I had expected right off the bat. But we'll see if it gets easier or harder. Like, it's just a lot of mud, right? That's not always the best when you got like 1,000,000 pounds on your back. Ooh. Oh. Just coming up to Faux Lake here. And high water levels, apparently you can paddle this, but obviously not today. Oh, there's little Pari leading the way. Let's push on a little bit more, 5 more minutes. Just make sure you don't slip. Oh, you okay?
Yeah, it's the balance of the back.
Oh, come on, this tree. Oh. 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 Ooh. Ooh. Oh. And then straight up. Oh. It's a bit nicer. Make some good time. She's coming.
That was 1,000 steps of mine.
Looks like we may be at the high point of the portage. Should be nice because I wouldn't mind going downhill a little bit. We're on our way down. Woo! Oh, we've got a situation on our hands. Okay, that might mean it's break time. Oh. Good? Let's see. There's probably been a few people that have taken a dive off this. Woo! Yeah. I don't know if it's just my excitement, but holy moly, the place looks so clear, I can't even believe it. Oh, a bunch of bottles, that's nice. Oh my God. It actually looks so, I can't believe how clear it looks. Okay, let's drop this puppy down and get in. Okay, so just as an update, it's a race to the campsites because there's 3 campsites. We don't waste any time, but we're going to give you a full tour of the lake, just not right now. We need to get a campsite first. To the left?
Carmichael Lake, site 142 is that way, and then 143 is that way, and then 144 is.
Okay, want to check out Carmichael first?
Yeah?
Well, may as well, as long as we don't see, the only 2 portages are coming that way.
Alright.
So we'll go to Carmichael first. Right, the water is insane. So it looks like Carmichael is available. Oh my God. What do you think?
I actually saw this on video.
My God.
Coming from here.
This is the best campsite. We'll never get wind. We're taking it. You agree?
Yeah, okay.
Come on.
It's pretty awesome. Yeah, there's no moss and stuff. And
We're gonna camp right here.
you know.
We'll set the tent up here. I'll get a bunch of rocks. I'll have to go get some wood.
Put our pegs down and go together.
Time is 3:41. We have established, honest to God, the best campsite I've ever seen in my life, pretty much. But now that we've done that, we're going to go for a quick paddle just to the other 2 campsites and give you a tour. So if you ever come back here, you'll know which one to pick. So this is the one on Carmichael, which is the nicest that I think so. But I haven't seen the other ones. So let's go. How's it look?
You know, it's like, you know how you said you like it flat?
Yeah.
That's really nice.
It looks cute. Maybe what we'll do is we'll head there and then we'll skirt around there and we'll say hi to them after.
Okay.
Can't even believe it. So it looks like this is the one on the peninsula. We'll take a look at it.
The girl told us this one was the best one.
No, I think she said Carmichael was the best one.
No, she said you get the sunrise and sunset from this one.
Oh.
And this one was her favorite. And then he said Carmichael was actually really good too. There's 2 people there.
Oh. Beauty. That's a nice campsite. Oh man. That's a really nice campsite. It must be napping. Want to swing by the other one?
Yeah.
There it is there. So that one's actually very nice. But to be honest, there's a little bit of wind that comes off the south end here. You get peppered. But it's, you know what? I think all 3 sites are nice. But ours is the best.
That's deep. And I can see the bottom.
I've never seen anything like this before. I can't believe it. So that's the swimming rock. That's Swimmer's Rock. That's in between the bay and our campsite. This is where we're coming for lunch and for a swim tomorrow. You know, that might be a good swimming rock too. That's right, the world's lightest two-person air mattress. At least I think it's the world's lightest. It's actually amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, there it is. This is a 3-person tent, and this alone is like, you know, over 2/3 of it. That's for snuggles. It's for getting snuggly. Oh wow. That's Nellie Lake water. Crystal clear. That really is the cleanest water I've ever taken from a lake. So, sadly, we've got the toilet paper wet. We're trying to dry it out. Pari needs the food bag, but she cannot reach it. Oh. It's very heavy. And I have collected a very, very special piece of wood. It's about 15 feet long. It's right here. And that piece will easily last us all night. Easily. It is now time for Uncle Stevie to relax. He's tired. Pari is outdoing herself today. Look at that. Spaducci. Oh, a little bit of grape juice. Boiling some water for dinner, which is going to be delicious.
Yes! Small straight.
Pari has won the game. 231 to 212. Congratulations.
I won. I never win.
A little bit more than simmer. A little bit more than simmer.
Should I add a little bit of salt and pepper or not?
Yeah. Add that in. Oh my. Oh my. The chef is cooking tonight.
A little bit of this.
A little salt.
The fresh ground pepper.
Oh yeah, with our GSI ultralight. Don't burn your hands. Some jalapeno and garlic. Oh, there's 4.
Yeah, but you don't put 3.
I'm actually going to demolish that. Oh man, that is a big meal we got. Alright guys, so we started where? We started here on the East Channel. We canoed all the way with a couple liftovers, And we did this monster portage, and we're staying right there on the corner. Now tomorrow is what's called a 0 day, and our plan is to paddle the circumference of Nellie Lake. You're not going to want to miss it because it is the clearest lake in Killarney. See you tomorrow. I think I got up too quick. We're just heading up the trail that leads away from the campsite into the woods. I'm gonna get a few pieces of wood so I don't have to do it later on and before the sun comes out and it's blazing hot. Now, because the site is obviously extremely well used, being on Nelly, you have to walk far, like really far, you know, half a kilometer far to find good wood, that is. Did a little bit of work there, getting sweaty. Pari's also busy with her morning chores.
I'm not starting them yet.
She's getting the game in. Well organized. Always keep an organized tent. I'm going to go over some interesting facts about the area that we're in, explain to you how you get here, and what pain is involved.
Oh, I see a little. It's gonna do it soon. I see a little.
Yeah. Pari is busy making a little fire to cook. We're not cooking this morning, are we? We're making coffee. We're having bacon that we cooked yesterday, and then we're having some hard-boiled eggs that we also cooked yesterday. Correct?
Yeah. The bacon I'm going to put back on a pan on here.
We're going to refry the bacon. Okay, now I'm going to explain, oh my body, the portages of Nellie Lake. But I'm going to go over here because it's a little bit windy. We are actually on the campsite on the peninsula that is between Nellie Lake and Carmichael Lake. So this is Carmichael Lake here. It's very clear. And it's actually not a separate lake, there's just a channel that goes between them. So Nellie Lake is on one side of the campsite, Carmichael's on the other side of the campsite. Campsite wise, I think this is the best one. To be honest, it's so nice. But the other two are also amazing. So it really doesn't matter what you get. The one in the cove is very sheltered, very low. But you know, it's very cute and cozy in there. And then the other one is on the peninsula. It's very big. It's a huge campsite. So if you've got like 3 or 4 tents or something, that would be the one to get. That would be the one on the east side. Now, to get to Nellie takes work. There's 3 portages that come here. It's the only way you're going to get here. And there's the Notch, which is right here at the end of Carmichael. That is around 1.5 kilometers, but it's the steepest portage in the park. And you can see, you know, I've never been on it, but basically you're going up. You're going up. So it's the steepest, not the tallest, the steepest. The other way is to come in from Grace, I think, right? Yeah. And that is a 2.5 kilometer portage, which also has like a 300 meter maximum height. So no one's coming in. And the other way to get to Nellie Lake is the portage we did, which is 2.5 kilometers. And to be honest, I thought it was gonna be way easier. It was pretty tough. That was fun. It was good and it's rewarding. And that summarizes the portages. You have the notch, you have this one here, and then you have that one there. Oh man. Look at him. Someone tell me what that is. And can we eat him? I think he's sleeping. His eyes are closed. Just do a little... Oh. They're on their way to do the notch. The suffering will begin. I feel bad for them. They do. That's the same thing that Jim Baird uses. That's the big food barrel.
Oh, is that for food?
Yeah.
I thought it was for water.
No. Or beer?
Oh, so they don't have to hang it then?
I don't think you have to hang it. I don't know.
You literally roll that into the...
I think you should hang it anyway, but I think that a lot of people don't. They just stick it in there. I never understood the big food barrels, but I get it. I get it if you're canoeing, most of your trips are canoeing and that's what you're into, you get the food barrel. But to me, I just hang. Been hanging since I was a child.
True marine collagen coconut creamer.
Ooh.
Let's see.
Oh man, we got a couple of canoers going to the notch. The suffering will begin for them soon.
Major suffering.
I feel bad for them. Very cute dog though. Both of them have cute dogs. Just a little update. Both groups have paddled by to portage out the notch, which means that all the sites are available on Nelly. And according to them, their site is the best. So we have discussed potentially moving, but I'm really nervous because I think this is the best one. It's so nice. And if it's gonna rain, I don't want to like spend 2 or 3 hours packing up, heading over, setting up just to sit in the rain. I'd rather just set the tarp up here and kind of hammer it out. I guess, like I said, the only downfall of this site is a little bit small, but it's not really that small. Like everything about it just seems very, very ideal. So we're gonna discuss. I don't know if we're gonna stay or go. The old Swiss Army has come in handy. I have used the corkscrew to put a small hole there, and it now angles like so. And that is what I call the Backcountry bidet, and I'm gonna use it. Well, those are my underwear. You guys can probably guess what I'm wearing. It's time to clean. So I feel amazing, and that's because I had what we call a LA shower, localized area shower. Now, we were gonna go for a paddle around the entire circumference of Nelly Lake. The wind is a little bit strong. It's not like we couldn't paddle, but it might not be that enjoyable. So we're gonna wait a couple hours to see how it goes. In the meantime, I'm gonna show you how to wash your butthole when you're in the backcountry. So unless you're bringing a shower with you, or some giant bucket or something like that, you're gonna be kind of dirty, and that's okay. There's only 4 parts of the human body that need to be washed: your 2 armpits, your front area, and your back area. The rest of it doesn't matter, ever. Key to doing it is getting either a water bottle or your platypus or something like that. Now there's a couple different techniques. I got lucky here. I actually used a corkscrew to put this in, and when you turn it upside down, it does that. So, step 1, strip off all your clothes. Don't be embarrassed if people can see you. It's nature, clothes are optional. Put a little bit of soap on your left hand and hold this. That way, when you get in the squatting position buck naked, you can use your left hand to wash whatever you need to and hold this upside down, and it sprays like in your area. Now, a couple different techniques as well. Even if you don't have something that'll spray like this, you can kind of pour it down your back and rinse it. We got kind of lucky and we've got this, but this, be careful if you've got good aim, because if you give it a good squeeze and make direct contact with the bullseye, it's like a laser beam to your anus. So That's it. Now, the other thing that's very important. The other thing that's very important is once you're finished, your left hand is now contaminated. You cannot touch anything with it. Don't touch the bottle, don't touch anything else. Then you need to go somewhere and wash your hands. So I recommend getting a little bit of soap, getting like your pot full of water or something like that, and washing your hands, then rinsing it. Last thing I want to tell you is that those of you that have biodegradable soap, that doesn't mean you can go in the lake and use the soap. What that means is you can bring water, 100 feet or whatever it is from the edge of the lake, lather up, rinse, and all that soap needs to stay on land. That's how it's biodegradable. If you put it in the lake, it actually damages it. So, little lesson for you guys if you didn't know that. Actually, I'm going to do something that I don't usually do, but I'm going to invent something. I don't know if it's called bushcraft, but that same little bidet device, I'm going to turn into a hand and face washing station right now. And by doing that, I'm going to tie a rope around here, and it's going to go to the back of here, and the string is going to go up and around a branch over there. And when you want it to pour, you're just going to put the string around, and when you want it to stop, you're going to put it this way. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm actually going to do it right now. I want us to use a specialized knot. Well, I also had an injury. Simple enough. How's that? I think with more water, it'll actually come out on its own. Let's give it a test. We are anticipating rain tonight, and I'm estimating or guessing that the wind is always coming from the west here. I think this lake is too small to have wind come. So we're going to set up the hammock gear tarp to cover this area and some of this so we can set up here tonight. And if it does rain, no problem. We have reconfigured the campsite based on the weather report. Wind is coming from the west. Rain will be coming later on. I know I told you I was setting up the tarp. That was probably 2 hours ago. But this is one of the most complex pitches I've ever done. And I used every single last millimeter or inch or whatever you want to call it of guy line. So here it is. Cut some wood. Got the chairs over here now. Got the fire just starting. A little bit of a fire grate. And I've got this wood here. I've got a guy line all the way out to that tree. And a guy line all the way out to that tree. But the thing that I am most proud of, to be honest, I'm going to show you this knot. I'm going to show you this knot. I want you to tell me in the comments what you think of this, okay? Check this out. Oh man, look at that. You know? I didn't go to Boy Scouts for nothing. That's called the, oh, what is that? I don't have a name for it yet. I don't have a name for it, and I could never recreate it. Let's do a little panorama. Oh, beautiful. Still flying the flag. There she is, working the fire, working the kindling. How is it?
It's totally ready. You like them a little bit like not soggy, right?
The chicken nudes, that's what we need. Right on cue, it's starting to rain, but we're not afraid. We are not afraid of the rain. As a matter of fact, we welcome it, don't we?
We do.
because there's not, look at this. We've got wood, we've got kindling, we've got food, wine, soup, waters, a good fire, but we can't have it too big. We've got a grate or a grill. And honestly, we're not leaving. We're not leaving. All night till we're drunk.
We don't have far to go.
I know. Oh man. So we've had our appetizer. Time to play a little bit of Scrabble. Oh, let's see who goes first. Pick. R.
That's for Steve.
Oops. Oh, I win. I'm first. So, obviously in Scrabble, the opponent is not able to see your letters, but I'd like to show you my letters. Okay? Now you tell me how strong of a start that is. Alright? Since I won, I go first, and I'm going to go with A. Ah.
That's all you're doing?
I think it's the only time you can put that down as the first word, because you always have to combine. So one letter word. A.
This is a first. I've never seen this happen.
Well, that maybe will tell you how powerful my letters are. Size 28. We have a question. Pari has put down mirror, and that's a triple word, and that's a triple letter. So she
Double letter.
Oh, that's a double letter. That's a triple word. So she's getting 27 points. We are not able to check if it's a real word or not, but I'm letting it go. I'm letting it go today, and I'm making this video clip so that we remember to check when we get home. Also, let me know in the comments if you think that's a word. For those interested, the game is over. Here is the score. 224 to 221. I win. But man, that was close. That was really, really close. Up next, curry dinner, right? Curry dinner. I think we should put on our warmer clothes before we start this. What do you think?
Okay.
Okay. We're going to put this away, and then we're going to come back and show you guys how to make luxury curry dinners in the backcountry. So for dinner tonight, guys,
We don't need to cut that.
we're not going to cut it.
Well, we can't. It doesn't matter. It's up to you.
We've got an onion, we've got a green pepper, we've got one jalapeno. Carrie wants to look at it to make sure that it's fresh.
We gotta clean it.
We have some snap peas and red peppers. We've got 6 naan, which I think is a lot. And then we have this great kit that I saw at the supermarket that doesn't need to be refrigerated. It's got like spices. It's got spices and everything included, all there in different packaging. And then some basmati 2-minute rice. And we're gonna make it over the backcountry tandoori oven. Oh, well, that fire is blazing. A little bit of spices with the oil and a hot pepper. Woo! There's a lot going on right now. Ooh, that's nice. Slow cook for 20 minutes. A little bit of curry. Let the veggies boil down. Woo! That's hot even for the GoPro. Oh my guys. My gosh, guys.
It's so good. It's a veggie curry. And it is delightful.
And we got a little naan cooking over there.
It's a piece of broccoli.
Oh yeah. Here it is, the grape Evian that we've talked about many times. And a beautiful fire, which we're burning that. How was dinner?
So good.
Dinner was good. Alright guys, we might be calling it a night soon. We could talk to you in the tent. We could not. It really depends on how tired we get. But we're all cleaned up. We've hung the bear bag. We're going to turn the lights off. The tent is going to stay up. We're going to pour water on this because we don't want to go to bed with it burning. And we've got a big day ahead of us tomorrow. A lot of paddling, major day.
It's gonna be a fest.
It's
But
good.
you know what fest?
Sufferfest?
Suffer.
It's going to be raining and we have a long day. But we'll see how it turns out.
We're gonna have to wait it out. Just went outside to go pee. As soon as I came back, the rain has let up significantly. But we're not paddling in this, so we're gonna wait it out. We're gonna do some tent time. I'm estimating 2 hours of tent time, which isn't that bad considering how long I've been in the tent in recent trips. And I'm gonna get a weather update. Yeah? Yeah. We have our weather update. This is what we look like. Also bought this huge double pad. Isn't it amazing? It's so good. It's like it's as heavy as our 2 separate mattresses because Pari uses a down mat even in the summer to keep her warm. And I bought this 48-inch wide one, 6 feet long, and we both sleep on it. And I think it's better than having a single sleeping pad.
I agree.
Okay. Weather time. Tuesday at 9 a.m. What time is it right now? Oh, I've got it here. It is 9 a.m. This is a 70% chance of rain, even though it's raining. 11 a.m., 70% chance of rain. 1 p.m., 80% chance of rain.
Oh.
3 p.m., 80% chance of rain. 5 p.m., 70% chance of rain. 7 p.m., 70% chance of rain. Oh my god. Okay, so it's gonna rain until, like, it's just gonna rain.
So there's no point to wait.
It's just gonna rain, so we now have realized there's no point to wait. We're just gonna have to suffer it out. It's actually not that bad. Or not as bad as I thought.
Sorry?
It's actually not as bad as I thought.
What's not?
The weather. Not bad. Not bad at all. Outside is a little bit mossy, but the inside is actually quite nice. Not the inside, the platform. The platform is quite nice. Pari's making coffees. We are going to start packing up. That's how she's done. Now this particular stove needs to be primed. So you first need to heat it, big fireball starts, and then in about a minute or two, you open the valve back up. Then it starts to run normally after it primes. Sometimes it gets a little squirrely until it gets going. Talking about the stove getting a little squirrely before it gets going. There we go, buddy. There we go. See? That's the one.
It's so nasty. Pari is assisting with the tent pole folding. And I'm going to shake this out. What's that? Oh, I'll do that one if you can't get it undone.
Do I just pull as hard as I can?
And twist, but it's very hard.
I like a lot of pepper.
Ooh. You can see how clear it is here. A little bit windy. Woo. I just want to remember it. That's how you got it off. The extended finger is how Pari removes the tarp
I
things.
could probably do the other one too.
Give it a try.
Oh, this one's tight.
Yeah. Nice. You're a bushcrafter now.
We are prepared.
We're getting ready for the big portage. Oh yeah! Very short paddle.
Pari, yours is pretty heavy, man.
But I guess it's better than previously, right?
I don't know, I can't tell.
That's it. 2 bags and a canoe. So there's our campsite from the water, guys. And this is the channel of cleanliness. Good job, Pari, solo paddling there. The rain is picking up. We've got a short paddle for the first portage. You will note that we are wearing our life jackets. I remember someone commented saying, you know, why do we always wear life jackets? Let me explain the rule of safety. As expedition leader, Steve Evans, if the canoe tips, I am 100% responsible for the safety of my crew and the gear. Can you imagine how much harder it would be for me to recover the canoe, grab the 2 bags, save my wife, if the canoe tipped and I didn't have a life jacket on, or she didn't have a life jacket on? So, we are not expert paddlers. We wear our life jackets. You may choose to do otherwise. Agree?
We'll get Tom to tell us the story of the man who didn't wear the life jacket.
That's it. You know, if you get the shuttle like we did, you can hear the stories from Tom. Tom's the guy that drives the boat and saves all of the canoeists on Philip Edward Island, who's not wearing life jackets and end up in the water for 3.5 hours with hypothermia.
And you could probably show them the evidence of the canoe.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna look at the canoe. We're gonna find the destroyed canoe. Oh, the rain's really coming down now. It started raining so fast I didn't put my rain pants on for the paddle, and I got instantaneously soaked. Pari is exploring over here for the remains of the ice house. Anything? Watch where that canoe is, and there's a bunch more bottles down there. Stashed canoe, maybe it's for rescue. I'm like, yeah? You okay?
Yeah.
Oh man. Ooh. Time check, 2 o'clock. See what happens. Currently just after 2 o'clock. We're doing the 2.5 kilometer portage from Nelly to Helen. We anticipate it to take us 1.5 to 2 hours. Single carry, of course. I've shown you the technique in the past, how to wear your backpack and a canoe. Pari's behind us. She's carrying a very heavy load as well. She's got basically the heaviest part of the food with her. So the only good thing is we drank most of the wine.
What do you think?
It's not that big a deal.
Don't come back empty.
Very wet, very rainy, and it's very steep. So we have decided, I'll also have a shooting pain in my knee, like someone put a thumbtack between my femur and my shin bone. So we're reassessing the single carry.
It's going to be a partial double carry.
We're doing hopscotch at this point, until it flattens out a bit. Until it flattens out.
I think the first half kilometer we did with everything.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do a combination. Whew. Ooh. Little Pari in action. Nice work. Cooling down? I think the toughest part of the day is probably done, which gets me excited because we have arrived at Helen Lake. Time check. Oh, my canoe! Oh, my mind's not working. It's 4 o'clock. We started at 2. Okay, so that's not a respectable time at all. 2 hours is actually brutal. Okay, well that's what happens, I guess, when you don't do a full single carry. Okay, gotta put this down. We're on Helen Lake. It's a little bit windy and cold. Nothing that we can't handle. So we're gonna make a big straight right across the other side. And there's a channel that we're gonna take. Hopefully it's a little less wind for us. You can see that I've got my rain mitts on to keep my hands a little bit warm. Chilly. You see a little white cap. You see him? Oh, I like this area. Can we get through there?
Trees are turning red. Look at that. Jam wind.
That just took every strength I had, every ounce of energy. I don't know if I can lift this again. It's my 44-year-old body. It's done.
All right.
This fucking moss turns to like ice, eh?
Yeah, the moss, and it rained all day, so the rocks are so slippery. Oh my gosh. Not fun. That is not easy.
If you can see the trees. All like someone took a lawnmower.
Someone gave him a haircut.
Yeah.
Bangs.
Unless that's the high water line. So here's a better view of all the trees that are kind of cut all in line. And my guess, what I'm guessing, is that those trees are being eaten by some kind of animals, and that's as high as they can get. So I don't know if that's like deer or bear or moose or whatever eats whatever that is. That's my guess. Navigating the swamp of insanity. No, it's the swamp of sorrow. Which we struggled with on the way in, but we've learned the secret. This is where it gets tricky?
Yeah.
All right. Nicely done. A bit tough.
Are we going to the right or the left?
A little bit easier?
Oh yeah.
Hold on, put it down for a second. They're cool, eh? So this is actually called Lowland Lake as well. This has no name. Ooh. That's Titanic style.
What?
It's called threading the needle. Can I go left it?
Or right? Stop.
Holy! Oh, I forgot about these gloves. Oh yeah! This is the final portage, which brings us to a little bay where I stashed a bottle of wine by a rock. I wanted to update you on our status for today. The portage is very wet and very muddy, but aside of that, I can feel the temperature going down. And this is a problem because little Pari, and same with me, is very wet. Oh, I just got a huge stone. Oh, this tree. And our plan was to stay, sorry about that, it's just completely overgrown, on the East Channel. But we're not gonna make it there tonight. We're not gonna make it there. Come on. What we're gonna do is we're gonna stay on the North Channel. And the campsite is like a 10-minute paddle from here. And then that way, it's not raining badly yet. I can set the tarp up get a fire going and I can warm up my little wife before she freezes. Because the expedition leader, his primary job, making sure everybody's safe and fun. And I have always succeeded in my mission. Don't even care anymore. My feet are just soaked. Okay, ready? Ready. .134 and 135 is what we're aiming. We were gonna stay here. Oh, sorry, 133 and 134. We were gonna stay here, but it's too long of a paddle and we're gonna freeze to death. So one of these. Campsite number 133 is a hard no. It's honestly so bad, clearly not used much, and 134 is where we're staying. That's a beaver house.
Oh my god, we gotta go.
This is campsite 134.
Yeah.
No, I think we're okay. As long as you can put the tarp between that tree and that tree. Then we gotta decide where to put the tent. So, guys, sorry for being missing, but we had an emergency. We had to start a fire. We had to warm up Pari. She's gonna freeze to death. So we've kind of set everything up. We're half sent the tent, but look at this. Look at this sky. Look at this sky. And I don't know if you're going to be able to pull up. There's like a rainbow right here. It is the craziest sky. Oh, wow. That rainbow. The sunset back there is absolutely insane. We're facing west, so we don't get it, but you can imagine to create a sky like that. Holy moly. Holy schmazzoli! And there's a little Pari. Freezing.
We should be careful.
It's a little bit dark. We had a situation on our hands where we were a little bit cold. And it was rainy, so we had to spend a few hours getting all set up. Then we lost the Garmin. It actually fell out of the tent and was underneath the tent. Don't ask how that happened, but it did. And the problem is when you have one of those satellite messengers is that people expect a message from you, right? That's the problem. And so we had to spend about an hour looking for it, because what we don't want is not sending a message and then someone like phoning in being like, we didn't get a message. So, you know, tread carefully with if you have those things and someone's expecting messages and you just, you know, end up losing it or it runs out of batteries or something. Pari's put the grill on. It looks amazing. And tonight is pasta. What is tonight? What's tonight?
Penne with tomato sauce.
Penne with tomato sauce. Oh yeah. We had to add some extra guy lines. We've got some windy weather, guys. And I have incorrectly set up the tarp to become a ship's sail. It's coming from all sides.
Oh my god, is our canoe gonna go? Never even thought of that.
Is it ready?
Well, you're gonna test it and tell me how many more minutes.
Oh.
Another 10?
No, it's good. Parmesan, bread, dip in the pan, pasta, red wine.
This is our last night.
This is our last night. But everything worked out well. We put the fire out. We did leave the tarp up. We have some concerns that the wind is going to take it away, but I think it'll be okay. Other than that, we're going to do one of two things tomorrow. We're either going to paddle to site 136 get picked up, or we're gonna call Killarney Outfitters because we have cell signal here and tell them to come pick us up here. It really depends on the weather in the morning. So you'll have to find out tomorrow.
If the tarp made it through the night, that's the most powerful tarp in the world. And the world's best pitch. Because it was roaring. It's the moment of truth. We have full bladders, and we're going to look at the tarp. And I think it's going to be absolutely hilarious, to be honest. What do you think?
Yeah. Oh my god, it's like 8 degrees outside.
It's like a tornado. It's freezing. And the tarp is just taking a beating all night. Let's go look. Get ready for that blast. The pitch of champions. The pitch of champions.
Yeah, right. It's still there.
Yeah. You have no idea what this has gone through. What a terrible, terrible day. Okay. Paddles. The canoe is still there. I lodged the canoe. Yeah, I think we're probably pretty good then. Time for a pee. I don't think we can paddle this today, guys. We'll be paddling right into the wind. Time to start packing up.
Is that it?
I'll do it. It's no big deal.
I'm just lying here so you're not sleeping.
The bag of bags? Okay. can't go outside because it's freezing. But we've got to pack everything up. So we did suffer an injury with the saw, and that's what happens when you put the band-aid on for too long. But I had no choice, so I'm getting ready now. Fix this puppy up. Waiting patiently while the wormsy sleeps. The Thunderbox, guys, I'm gonna give it a 0 out of 10. It's destroyed. Like, whoever used it last is angry, and the box is old. This is Pari. She's very cold, so we have her all bundled up. Tom should be coming to save our lives. Last minute packing, and we're out. He's ahead of schedule. Tom is here. I gotta load the canoe up. We're almost done. Say goodbye to the site. We are leaving. He is angry.
Yeah, don't go empty-handed. You guys travel pretty light.
Yeah, we're actually really good. But it's mostly food and wine. But,
Food and wine? Yeah, well, there you go. You gotta have these types.
It kills us. Okay.
So much that north winds took that water down. All right.
And that, my friends, is the end of Journey to Nelly. Hope you enjoyed the series. We enjoyed making it for you. Wanted to give a big shout out to Tom from Killarney Outfitters. He hooks it up every single time. If you want to shuttle into the park so you can kind of miss Fraser Bay or some of the bigger open water paddles, call Killarney Outfitters. Get them to drive you there. It's safer, it's not that expensive. And ask for Tom because he'll catch you a fish. And third, super proud of this little one for 6 days in the bush and suffering it out. Till next time. Oh, actually I should let you know, big snowshoe adventure coming up because by the time you're watching this, it's going to be winter time. So stay tuned for that.